Guys, what's going on? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Guys, I am coming in hot today, dude. Guys, oh man. Buckle in for today, guys. Buckle in for today. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Guys, what a joke. What an absolute joke, man. Absolute foolishness we got going on. I'm gonna drop the link early, guys. Happy Friday to all you guys once again. Keyshawn, what's up, dude? Happy Friday. Yeah, he says these PDFile teachers, man. Yep. Cruising PC vet, what's up, dude? Laughing, man, what's up, dude? Cruising, what's up, man? How you doing, man? How you been?
Fine, man. Fine. Just it's gonna be a subject, man. It's gonna be a subject.
You hear this bullshit? You got me swearing already, dude. Oh no, dude. Guys, if this today is proof that there is a two-tier justice system in America. We know this already, but now there's no way around this, right? Laughing man, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, guys, that one Saudi chick. I just found out about her. Yes, I mean earlier today. So I'm probably gonna cover her sometime this weekend. Maybe do a short live on that idiot. What kind of simp pays a chick $8,000 an hour to learn how to get chicks? Come on, man. What is going on with these losers?
Beta male.
Are you serious? Yeah, it's probably a blowy at the end of the session.
I wish I had $8,000, but I would not spend it on that.
Who else is here? Steve is here. Mysterious, Cat Wags, Adrian, what's going on? Dale Miles, what's up? Daniel, how's it going? Adrian, dude, you're all good, guys. I appreciate any and all donations, man. Like I said, guys, no. Look, guys, we all work hard, you know. I appreciate. I know other content creators always like, oh, give me money, guys. I appreciate any and all donations, memberships, cash apps, guys. Appreciate that from all you guys. You guys will never see me selling courses or begging for a money or any of that, this foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Guys, here. You know what? Teacher. Let's break some news. And actually look at some male punishment first. Let's see. Okay, let's break some news, guys. Let's look at some of the men's punishments first. Okay, let's do this. But before we do that, since I have two co-anchors here, let's break some news. That never gets old.
It's a really good intro.
Guys, here, look at this.
Developing at 4:30,
man, she can get it, right, guys.
We're learning new.
Check her out. Look at old girl right here, man. We've had kind of a drought of hot news anchors as of late, so yeah, she can get it.
She's like all these babes. You get their pilot lit, they can start a leaf blower.
Details about a former charter school teacher accused of molesting a student in the classroom. We also learned he reportedly confessed to touching other students at other schools. And News 6's Mark Lehman is in Orange County with the latest on this investigation.
In the more than 24 hours since Michael McMillan was booked into jail, we're learning much.
No, where's some convictions? Oh, here we go.
We begin tonight with a former St. George teacher who
she's a little bit past the wall. You know, she's about 8-9 years past the wall, but you know, I keep the lights on. You know what I'm saying?
She's like all these babes. You get their pilot lit, they can start a leaf blower.
Now serve at least 60 years in prison.
60 years, guys. 60 years. 60 years he got.
This after dozens of
And guys, let me make this abundantly clear. Cruising court, cook with me here. Guys, I don't think that we should waste tax dollars on these pieces of trash at all. I think that we should handle business permanently and then charge their families for the ammunition. You understand? That's my solution to this whole problem. Okay, I don't think that there should be jail or any of that. I think that because these people, male or female, can't be rehabilitated. They can't, and they don't belong in society. You understand?
I mean, if news gets out that that we're executing people for this, I think a lot less crimes would be committed.
Oh yeah, and publicly too.
Yep.
I'm talking Game of Thrones style. You know what I'm saying?
Hey AJ, I'm gonna look up a link for you and send it in the private chat.
Okay. Tim Hicks, what's up, dude? DTM, what's up? Whiteout's here. Lenny's here. What's up, guys? Remixers here. Yeah, guys, I was gonna take the night off, but this story, wait till you guys see the story that I'm gonna bring up. Oh boy, oh boy.
Users came forward saying he molested
How many?
them as children, and now the judge says he's outraged the Washington County School District for what they may have already known. ABC4's Katie Corrales reports.
More than 30 women and girls between the ages of 12 and 41 came forward in court to speak out against Curtis William Payne. At Tuesday's sentencing, the prosecutor read some of the victims' letters to their elementary school teacher they say they thought they could trust.
As I grew into a tween and became interested in boys, I always felt unworthy or unclean.
During the sentencing, Judge Wilcox here at the 5th District Court said he was appalled by the way the Washington County School District handled Payne's behavior. The former teacher's career spanned 32 years before the school district placed him on administrative leave in 2018. In court, Judge Wilcox read part of Payne's disciplinary action from 1999, when school administrators told ABC4 News they first learned of his inappropriate conduct.
Look at
the
that.
judge said Payne was told the following: do not let a student sit on your lap. Do not massage the shoulder or neck of a student. And leave the last row of lights on during classroom videos.
30 years that this went on, that a predator was allowed to continue to teach.
So guys, he got 60 years, right? Okay, and rightfully so. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Here's another guy.
A former teacher convicted of raping his students had
she can get it too.
Yep.
You know, right? You know,
Gotta be an expensive light bill.
years added to his
200
prison
years.
sentence. A third jury found Gary Gregor guilty of sexually abusing 2 children while he worked at.
Well, that's 2 kids, right? He got 200 years added to his 84 years. Okay?
Elementary school.
And guys, once again, I don't think that this is harsh enough. Okay, I don't. They really need to friggin' get out the. You guys remember the yellow mama or whatever, the Alabama electric chair. Hold on, guys. Here we go.
To Faye. He was already serving 114 years from convictions in 2 other trials.
Yeah, 114 years. Okay. Here you go.
A jury has found a former Hazelwood teacher's aide guilty of sexually assaulting a 7-year-old student and exposing him to HIV. Deontay Taylor was convicted on 4 counts today. The victim was a student at Lusher Elementary, where Taylor worked in 2015. Taylor is also accused of trying to...
Was he sentenced, though? I'll put sentencing. Let's do this. So, guys, we're getting a good idea.
So look at the one I put in the private chat.
Yeah.
The first one is a shorter link, but I think the second one is probably the better one.
Give me a second here. We saw Claudia Ma. Is this chick? Okay.
Their suffering doesn't stop when this case is closed. My girls will carry this trauma forever.
New tonight, a former Georgia preschool teacher who molested multiple.
Sister Girl King, she can get it too, man. Guys, we're on a roll here. Look at that.
Hey, man.
Look at that. How you doing? Look at that.
A pair of titties make you want to stand up and beg for buttermilk.
Children is sentenced to life in prison.
11 Alive investigator Chris.
Guys, we had 60 years. 100-something years in life. All right.
Crowley spent hours in court earlier today listening to the victims impacted and.
Dang, this guy was telling the news back in biblical days. He said he was, and now the news: Jesus is risen from the dead. He was covering when friggin' Judas gave Jesus a kiss on the cheek. Now we're gonna go to that footage.
Has this update for us tonight.
Just hours ago, 18-year-old Alex Treadway pleaded guilty to all charges against him, including sodomy and child molestation.
Damn.
Treadway worked at Bright Beginnings in Jefferson, just northwest of
Guys, I'm not taking my kid to anything that has a Jeepers Creepers truck in the front. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on here? Why would you? What the fuck? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? You guys saw Jeepers Creepers? Guys, put a 1 if you saw Jeepers Creepers. This is his truck right here. Why would you drive your
Yeah, just let the Manson family come pick your kid up.
I know. And guys, look, guys, we have to laugh to keep from crying, right? This is how us men handle this. We laugh, right? You know what I'm saying? Because this is messed up, right? And once again, if it was up to me, the fathers of all those children would get to deal with this guy with their bare hands, you know?
Athens, where he's charged.
Hey, guys, Steve, don't put this word in the chat. You know, guys, don't put smotomy or any of that stuff. Guys, come on, guys. Anytime that we talk about, I mean, I'm not trying to harp on you, Steve, so please don't think that. But please, we have to code our language in the chat, okay? Now, I did try and block words. Obviously, I don't think it got through because on my end, I can see every single chat that comes in, okay? Steve, thanks, bro. Guys, please code your language. Sunday, guys, we're going to talk about World War II, and I really need you guys to focus on coding your language. Mods, I need you to focus on kicking anyone that acts a fool. But yeah, guys, so, yeah, Steve, I'm not trying to come down on you, buddy. Appreciate that, so.
With sexually abusing 5 children.
Hold on. Sorry, guys. We had a Damon, man, thanks for the $10. Says that I also do believe that they should be taken out. Well, we all know women would never get taken out at all. Be men, and women will always get the least amount of time. That's facts, guys. That's absolute facts. Yep.
You are scaring the hoes.
That's true, man. Absolutely true. Look at this.
In ages 4 to 7. He started working at the preschool last year. Police arrested him earlier this year after 2 parents came forward with accusations their children were being abused. Those parents gave impact statements in court detailing the agony their family endured because of this abuse.
There is absolutely nothing.
Imagine being him. I wouldn't rest until I got my hands on this guy. Guys, I would spend the rest of my life making this guy's life a living hell. You know what I'm saying?
Thing that we could do to restore the.
I would be like this guy that Cord put in the chat here. You guys remember this guy?
How do you wish to plead to the second count of murder and the second degree? Guilty?
Yes, sir.
And doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Doing so because you are guilty?
Yeah, his cellmate was a PDF, and the guy who was bragging about it, so he deleted him.
Yes, sir. All right. The reason I killed him was because he was a child molester.
But you did in fact kill him.
Oh, sure.
And you intended to kill him.
Oh, sure. Yes.
Yeah, DCM's correct. He says female PDFs are considered attractive, whereas male ones will instantly be deleted. And guys, it's not just that. It's that males of any age can never be considered victims ever. Ever. Nobody cares about men. Nobody cares about our plight. Nobody gives a damn about us except each other, right? It's absolutely insane. Guys, hit the like button on the way in. Appreciate that.
Oh, if it's all right, I'd like to tell you where it started.
Go ahead.
All right, well, he was my bunkie, and I had found out that he was in prison for child molestation.
really bad case. So that night he was trying to justify why he did it, and I just told him to be quiet, and he would have to leave in the morning to find a new cell. But he continued to talk about it and try to justify it. So he was a little bit bigger than me, so I got down and I hit him in his face a few times, and when he fell, I wrapped a cord around his neck and I took his life.
Damn, look at that, guys.
That guy is in prison for deleting his girlfriend. And so he's basically in there for life.
Yeah.
And he has nothing to lose. So he's cleaning up everything for those of us on the outside.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
You know who else is getting a difficult time behind bars is Jared from Subway.
Oh, yeah, man, yeah. Yeah, there's a rumor that he got his cheeks took too in prison. You know what I'm saying? That they took that they got up in those buns, man. You know,
I didn't know he was still alive.
And he deserves every single second of it too. Let's see. We'll do one more with these guys. Wait. Did we ever see what the sentence was?
There is absolutely nothing. Her pure press and his.
My girl's question is saying now.
Treadway says he is sorry and asked the judge for mercy. He says he pleaded guilty to take responsibility for what he did.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
But the judge called Treadway a wolf let loose.
He even says they got those Subway buns.
Like, this guy was 18, and you mean to tell me that he couldn't find any women?
Subway buns.
He couldn't find any women 18 and above, or at least a cougar. Like, yeah, that guy needs to be deleted.
Why is that so fucking hilarious?
Because it is.
Oh no, dude, that's hilarious. Captain Palsy, what's up, man? Good to see you, man.
In the daycare, he must serve at least 30 years in prison before he's eligible for parole.
Good. So he got 60 years, whatever. And then look at this guy.
Now, for a former daycare teacher who admitted to molesting kids will not serve time in prison. A judge sentenced him today to probation. News 6 first broke this story at noon. J. Rico Hamilton pleaded guilty in March to 3 counts of lewd and lascivious conduct. He taught at Bright Horizons Child Care and Learning Center in Orlando. News 6's Vanessa Ariza was in court today for his sentencing. She joins us live in studio. And Vanessa, victims' families spoke during today's sentencing.
They did, Lisa. In fact, 2 sets of parents made their statements, emotional ones.
She's kind of an older chick, but you know, I throw the smoke, mom. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I mean,
prison.
She can get it too.
Judge sentencing.
Ones at that and said this has affected all aspects of their lives. After close to 2 years, the fate of former Bright Horizons school teacher J. Rico Hamilton was decided.
Against a victim who was under the age of 18 at the time of the offense.
In June of 2017, allegations of sexual abuse of a student began. 3 children told their
Look at
parents.
how small this cop is.
She's like
Look at
4
how
foot
small.
9,
Yeah.
4 foot
Parents,
10.
they had been
Yeah.
sexually abused by Hamilton. For close to 2 years now, families have gone back and forth through the court system. Today, finally putting an end to that. The parents of one victim.
So he got 15 years. All right. Now, guys.
Probation. Probation.
Oh.
Not jail time, probation.
What?
Went before
Yeah.
judge.
I'm not going to be able to talk much about our son. I'm going to let my wife do it. She's a little bit stronger.
Wait a minute.
He's sad.
Because he was under the age
And
when it
6-year-old
happened.
little boys shouldn't be
No
sad.
excuse.
Per his
But
sentencing, Hamilton is to serve 15 years probation as a sex offender. He's not to have any contact with the victims, their parents, or their families. And he's not to visit Baldwin Park.
If this man, if that was my kid, here, the moment he walked out of the courtroom, it'd be like that scene from A Time to Kill, you know? Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
Where Bright Horizon sits, or neighboring Audubon Park.
We appreciate.
Man, he'd be cooked.
Yeah.
So does that mean that he's only got to be on the diddler list for 15 years too, or for the rest of his life?
He's on there for the rest of his life.
Oh,
There's only
okay.
certain cases where it's limited time to certain states too. But so guys, let's get into this dunderhead right here, right? You guys make sure to like the stream, hit the membership button, guys, hit the super chat button. Here we go, guys.
How is it possible that a former teacher who pleads guilty to sexually assaulting a child gets no prison time? Yeah, she was just sentenced. This is wild to anyone.
12 charges.
Damn.
Convicted of 12 charges and no jail time. Absolutely. And I don't know. You know, some of these broads age like goat milk. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know, dude. But come on, man. But hold on. Let's do this quick. Hold on. Oh yeah, I can't show that, dude.
When seeing this headline.
Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it?
We're going to lay out what we know, and we're going to bring on a former prosecutor and expert on these cases, Dan Shore. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. What a headline this is. A former teacher pleads guilty to sexually assaulting a minor student and wasn't sentenced to prison. Your reaction right now might be, wait, what? Yeah. So we go to Texas. This is where former Brazos sport teacher, now 45-year-old Brandon Hargrove, pleaded guilty to a litany.
Her name is Brandon?
Transformer.
That's not the most trailer trash Tammy name I've ever heard in my entire life. Who names their daughter Brandyn?
That's
And
a
her
freaking
mother's
millennial
name.
name.
That sounds like a dude's name.
And her mother's name is dyslexia, right? You know what? Hold on. Let's try and look up
Reminds me of Khan and King of the Hill because he wanted a boy.
Yeah, because he wanted a daughter. He wanted.
And he yelled at her. I remember the one episode he was yelling at her, and he said, "You do this, or you're no longer my son."
Here, hold on, guys. This is the original news story. Hold on.
Tonight, a Brazoswood High School teacher is facing termination and prison time days after her indictment on child sex charges.
The alleged crimes date back more than 15 years and involve a then 15-year-old student. Jason Miles has the latest this evening from Brazoria County.
A grand jury here got the case this week, months after Clute police say the alleged victim, now in her 30s, came forward.
Oh, now in her 30s, guys. Of course.
Lesbians. Lesbian. Lesbians. Lesbians. Lesbian. Lesbians. Lesbians. Lesbian. Lesbians. Lesbians. Lesbians.
Brazoswood High School is currently on winter break, and one teacher may not be returning come the new year thanks to shocking child sex allegations that have many here talking.
That's not good. You know, you're there to learn, and then this happens.
They're not supposed to act like that at all, for sure.
All right, Sling Blade.
We don't need to be making our passing judgment before we know all the facts.
Oh, shut up! Look at
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Clown World.
She a Democrat.
Do you guys
Old
think
white
that
church lady.
said Democrat?
That's old white church lady right there.
Yeah, but if it was a male, do you guys think they would be saying this?
Nope.
Come on, man.
Bottom line.
What we do know now is that 43-year-old Brandon Hargrove was indicted this week on 12 separate counts involving a single alleged victim. Charges include sexual assault of a child and indecency with a child by contact. The allegations, which date back to 2007, are too graphic to share in detail.
The victim came forward in September alleging a ongoing relationship with this teacher that began when our victim was 15 years old.
I'm told the alleged crimes occurred off campus, but that the female victim was a student at the time.
At this point, we're not aware of any other victims.
Ms. Hargrove is listed as the English department chair at Brazos Wood High and has been featured several times in the Facts newspaper, which shared these photos with us. In a statement, Brazosport ISD said in part, quote, "Please know that our responsibility to care for and protect the children entrusted to us is never taken lightly. Brazosport ISD expects the highest standard of professionalism and integrity from its employees to ensure a safe learning environment." It adds that
here, guys, and then this was what they talked about originally here. We'll get back to the sentencing part here. Hold on.
Headed to the rodeo to see Zach Brown Band.
This Texas teacher, once a beloved chair of the English department, now faces sexual assault allegations dating back to 2007. Prosecutors say she sexually assaulted a female student for multiple years.
It's less about the same sex nature of this, because it's who you prefer, right? I think, in my opinion, it's more about the fact that they are prosecuting this teacher, even though 15 years has passed.
Former CIA officer and FBI agent Tracy Walder says this case could mean big things for other sexual assault survivors, even decades after their abuse.
That's something.
Isn't it funny, guys? So this is actually kind of hilarious. Cruising with Cora, Colin, cook with me here, right? These chicks, they were arguing about Time's Up and M2 and all this other stuff, and trying to put charges against a person that happened 20 years ago. How much you want to bet that this dunderheaded teacher, she was one of those chicks pushing for that? Now she's getting got.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. True.
She's probably time's up. Guess what, lady?
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Rare, and that we haven't seen a lot. And I think this could really set an interesting precedence if in terms of students feeling comfortable that they could come forward with things like this. I think that's the
bruh. Can we get some honeys going on here? Oompa oompa loompa.
Another one on the left.
Cool, yeah, Maya's cool.
And then later on.
Now come back.
Interesting part of this case is that it is being prosecuted, and we haven't seen that a lot.
The investigation into Brandon Hargrove began in September of last year, when authorities were first tipped off about the alleged abuse. At the time, she was put on administrative leave from her position at Brazos Wood High School in Clute, Texas, about an hour south of Houston. The district released a statement reading in part, quote, "BISD remains dedicated to upholding the highest standards of professionalism and integrity among our staff. We take the safety and well-being of our students very seriously. We understand that this news may raise concerns." Months later, a grand jury indicted Hargrove on 12 counts, including 6 counts of sexual assault of a child, 4 counts of indecency with a child by contact, 2 counts of indecency with a child by exposure. The incidents date back to 2007. Police say Hargrove sexually assaulted the girl multiple times when she was 15 to 17 years old. The survivor came forward in September of this year. What would make her come forward now, more than 15 years later?
I mean, there's a whole host of different things.
I wonder if they have text messages and emails and all of that other stuff,
Sexual abuse, sexual assault, those not in.
Alder became a teacher working at the Hockaday School in Dallas. She says an eerily similar incident happened while she was at the school.
I'm pretty well versed in this because it happened at
Oh,
the
yeah.
same school that I taught at. In that 21 years later, a student came forward and accused an English teacher of an inappropriate relationship with her. And the English teacher was working actually at a different school at that time in California.
These teachers are all perverts now, guys.
Accusing a former English teacher of abuse dating back to 1987. Walder says charges weren't brought in that case, but with Hargrove's case as an example, other sexual assault survivors may feel safe coming forward. So, if these cases have been happening all along and there's no statute of limitations, is it possible that other teachers across the country could face similar charges in decades-old cases?
That's why I think that this case is going to set an interesting precedent, because look, in that case I mentioned to you before, that was 21 years old. That
Snowboard,
teacher
you're all good,
school
buddy.
afterwards and should have never been allowed, right, to continue. My hope is now that these cases are being prosecuted, yes, more and more people will come forward and less of these teachers will be able to
jail.
Okay.
She was released the same day after posting.
So she went to jail and got out the same day. That would have never happened to a man. Right?
$240,000 bond.
You know, we have seen instances of same-sex abuse. I mean, it really doesn't discriminate, right? And then we have seen times where people have taken decades to come forward.
But it's the date of the alleged abuse that will make for a tricky investigation. Now, another part of this, I'm wondering if it'll be difficult to prove that this happened given the time lapse from this alleged incident, these incidents as a whole, and then when the charges are brought this year.
Right. I think that's where obviously these things can be difficult.
Okay, so let's get to the evidence
Law
here.
Crime has reported on more than a dozen similar cases where a teacher sexually assaulted a student. In several cases, investigators use cell phone data to bolster the case, whether it be with explicit photos or videos or by cell phone messages and tracking. That's what investigators did in the case of Cassidy Krause, an Iowa
I covered her, yeah.
a high school teacher who was accused
And guys,
of
they're
sending
always married and have kids too. All of them.
students explicit photos via social media.
Yeah, almost
and having
every time.
relations with at least 3 of them. Investigators also found photographic proof on the phone of social worker Peyton Shires, who was eventually arrested and charged with unlawful sexual contact with a minor in Ohio.
Clown world.
Prosecutors there say Shires had sex with a 13-year-old boy who she'd been assigned to counsel. Investigators found the images on the boy's phone.
Years.
Wow. The counsel is too.
You know what's funny? Yeah, she's not bad looking. She's not bad looking, and then also. Ah!
Oh my God.
Sorry about the jump scare, guys.
Countless technological
Jesus,
updates.
yeah.
But Walder says it's still possible
Scary.
for investigators to learn something from a cell phone.
It depends. It depends on whether or not, you may have a situation where the student decided to actually hold on to all of those.
She looks like she
I've
ate
seen
Brian
that happen
Chucky.
before. The student, as you mentioned, it's a completely different self.
Texts, messages, things like that.
She's got that
I think
Joker
about,
look.
I have kept a journal since I was 8. So let's say that this survivor kept a journal back in high school when it was happening. Could something like that even be brought in as evidence?
Well, guys, so let's get back to the sentencing here, right? Look, this guy here got 240 years right here. And this chick got no time at all.
Of felonies, 6 counts of sexual assault of a child, 4 counts of indecency with a child.
She had to pay $24,000 to get out.
This was all for conduct dating back to 2007, by the way, when Hargrove was about 27 years old. Now, Hargrove has been a teacher for quite some time. Hargrove taught English. In fact, she is a former Teacher of the Year. Brazosport ISD posted on a pic of Hargrove and students that said, these students are starting the data collection phase of the research projects as part of the AP Capstone program. Brazosport High School teacher Brandon Hargrove said about AP Capstone, by the end of the 2-year program, students will be able to conduct their own research, analyze the data, and defend their research just as they would in a dissertation for a master or doctoral degree.
Yeah, right. None of these little bastards can read. What are you talking about? Now they have Chat GPT to do their homework for them. You know what I'm saying?
Great. But now, entirely different picture. Now we have these horrific acts. We have this female victim who is believed to have been 15 to 17 years old when this abuse occurred. Seems this victim only came forward in September of 2023, accusing Hargrove of assaulting her for 2 years, again, almost 2 decades ago, when she was a minor. And that is what led to Hargrove's indictment and arrest. There was a $240,000 bond that had been set in this case, by the way. And it's being reported that that is when the school district claims they first learned about this investigation. In January of 2024, it was announced that she would be fired from her position after first being put on leave for a period of time after her indictment. And district officials said in a statement, BISD remains dedicated to upholding the highest standards of professionalism and integrity among our staff, and we take the safety and well-being of our students very seriously. We understand that this news may raise concerns. If any parent, student, or former student has concerns or questions, please do not hesitate to contact. And they list out a number of different contacts and say, we appreciate your understanding and support during this challenging time. And while there is right now kind of scant reporting about the details of the abuse, there is a little bit about what we can glean about what happened from the indictment. So for example, it says, Brandon Hargrove, on or about the 4th day of December 2007, did then and there intentionally or knowingly cause the mouth of, and it's redacted, child younger than 17 years of age to contact the sexual organ of the defendant. That is one sexual assault charge.
Oh, guys, I tell you, dude, these tuna addicts, man, these freaking tuna buffet broads, man, you can't trust them as far as you can throw them, you know?
Another is about causing the sexual organ of the minor to contact the mouth of the defendant. There are other charges that get more graphic regarding touching and exposing genitalia, things of that nature. Very, very disturbing. But now what happens? She pleads guilty. Hargrove pleads guilty. But there's no prison time. None. Here's the deal. She receives 10 years of probation with deferred adjudication for sexual assault, 10 years probation without deferred adjudication for indecent exposure charges. And we'll talk about what deferred adjudication means. And yes, she has to also register as a sex offender for life. But first of all, no trial. And she pleads guilty and no prison? Clute PD chief James Fitch said, from the get-go, we really felt there was a good chance this would go to trial. So we were a little surprised with the plea agreement. There was a lot of legwork by the detectives tracking down some of these people that went to school 17 years ago with our victim and people she made initial outcries to. The DA's office did include the victim. They talked to the victim before this plea agreement was accepted, and from what I understand, the victim spoke in court this morning. If it comes to that point years later and you want to come forward, don't hesitate because it's been so long. This is a perfect case where our victim, I wonder if the perpetrator of a crime would receive no prison time, because that's what we're talking about here. How is it possible she could not get prison time after what she pled guilty to? Because just to be clear, according to ABC 13,
her Facebook is Brandon's Beauty Bar, please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Yeah, Dante says someone had to have got paid off fast. Yep.
Second-degree felonies, right? Punishments of 2 to 20 years in prison. 2 third-degree felonies punishable by 2 to 10 years. I'm not understanding this.
Sure. So I think what happened here is, first of all, the alleged events, and they're beyond alleged because the defendant has pled guilty, took place in 2007. So we're talking about 17 years since they happened. And the victim here in this case has said that she was supporting this plea agreement. So I think that's why there was no jail time. In the way I'm a former sex crimes prosecutor, I don't think someone 17 years after an incident like this is going to agree, a defendant is going to agree in a plea bargain to go to prison. So if the law enforcement system wants her to go to prison, they're going to have to go to trial, get a conviction to get her to go to prison. And in this case, it seems like the victim, for understandable reasons, did not want to go through a trial 17 years later and relive this traumatic experience from when she was a teenager.
But you heard from the Clute Police Department Chief, James Fitch, who said, from the get-go, we really felt there was a good chance this would go to trial. So we were a little surprised with the plea agreement. I mean, it's not impossible to prosecute somebody for sex crimes, even maybe 2 decades old. What are the difficulties, though? What do you think their challenges are? What is it? The idea of when this victim came forward? Is it just prosecuting a case that's that old and maybe some evidence becomes stale? Talk to us about it.
I think in this case, the biggest factor from the media reports is that the victim in this case supported this plea agreement and was not necessarily interested in testifying at trial to try to get a prison sentence. And I think most prosecution offices, for a case that's 17 years old, if the victim doesn't want to have to testify, they are not going to go forward to trial, and they're going to offer a plea agreement like this, especially if there's no evidence the person has reoffended in the past 17 years. Now, the allegations here, sexual abuse of a teenager, including
This is just how this
Terrible
looks.
looking.
There's like
Yeah,
no
demon face.
it's like, get my good side. Well, I'm still trying to find it.
oral sex, penetration of the victim's
She's like
vagina.
that little like doll from the Saw movies that like goes on the tricycle. Her face kind of looks like that a little bit.
That
Not
or
right
she
here.
got the
This
damn,
pic, though.
that or she
And
got
we-
the
and-
Joker gas and stuff like that. Get the Joker gas and stuff like that. They permanently died a smile on her face.
have a protracted trial. And
Sorry, keep going.
Oh no! I didn't mean. I said a bad words about that. I was trying not to use code. Trying to use code words. My fault.
You're all good.
Jesse, you know how tough the cross-examination can be and how long the process can be. So I think those are the factors here. I think it's less about the evidence involved, because it sounds like the complainant, the victim, was insistent that this did happen. The defendant has now pled guilty and admitted every count of the indictment. So I think it's more about the process and whether the victim wanted to go through that.
Guys, if you're this guy, just shave your head, bro. Dude, embrace the baldness, grow a beard. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like, what is this? You guys don't. Who are you trying to kid, bro? Like, what are you do? What are you doing? I was laughing. I see it. Guys, my hairline's been in retreat since I was in my early 20s. You know what I'm saying? So by the time that I was like 28, I just started shaving my head. You know what I'm saying? And now I have the shaved head beard look, and it works. Guys, if you're going bald, just shave your head, you know?
And whether or not you could get a plea beyond probation, which I don't think you could 17 years later, unfortunately.
And I'm not speaking for the victim, but if you have a situation where that person is not,
I just don't believe that, because if it was a guy, he'd have got cooked.
Yeah, well, I think part of what happened here is we kind of saw this the other night with the other like administrative lady protecting her son. These school people will protect their own and like they don't really want a lot of justice, which is kind of sad, but we have seen that before.
Yeah.
Because you know,
look at this.
I'm not saying they directly protect them, but they're like not out for like to getting blood for justice. You know, they more just kind of want it to be quiet.
Guys, look at this really fast. Let's take a little piss up. Guys, look.
Happened again, folks. Another sober driver has come forward saying she too was arrested by a state trooper for DUI.
She now and she's sober. Can you imagine? This is his 8th arrest of a sober driver, right? Look at that.
It's the 8th innocent person arrested by this single trooper for a crime she didn't commit.
Our chief investigator, Jeremy Finley, continues the sobering problem investigation tonight. Jeremy, she contacted you after seeing your last.
Chick on the right can get it. You know, this shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Cobwebs, dude.
I don't mind her. I don't mind.
I'll take
her.
115. I'll take 115.
I'll dust it off.
How'd you strike gold tonight with all these TV news checks?
I don't know, dude. We're on a roll, man. We are on a roll. Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate that.
Story.
Yeah, that's right, guys. It was just last week when I reported that Trooper James Zahn had arrested 7 different people for DUI, and all their blood work later came back showing they were completely sober. Jane Bondurant saw that story, and she called me saying, it happened to me too.
Damn.
Put your hands straight out beside you. So there's something you need to know right off the bat about this video of Jane Bondurant's field sobriety test last November. It is not being recorded by a fellow police officer. What made your friend think, I need to record this?
I think she was so shocked that I'd even been arrested and that I was even doing it.
Bondurant's friend started recording after Bondurant was involved in a fender bender with a Franklin police officer. THP Trooper James Zahn.
Wait, she hit a cop car. That's what I say, guys. Women drivers, no survivors, right?
You stupid woman. Was then called in, writing Bondurant had bloodshot, watery eyes and appeared to be impaired.
Keep in mind, I'm 71 years old and I've just been in a wreck. I felt like I was doing really well, and I felt like my friend with me felt the same way.
Listen to what happened instead.
You're under arrest, okay?
Oh, gosh.
No.
What kind? Guys, if this happens to you guys, don't crash out. Just go to the station, get booked, and get a lawyer. And when and when they show that your blood alcohol level is 0, sue them. Sue them.
She's a former prosecutor or an attorney.
Yeah.
And so I don't even know why she went through those stupid field sobriety tests.
Yeah. Yep.
What kind of impairment, sir?
Stay back.
What kind of impairment?
I don't know. I'm not.
He just said, I
This pig cop.
don't
Yeah.
know. He said, two-fisted donut destroying cop.
Followed and did everything you asked.
All that will be discussed in court. I'm in shock.
Are you really arresting me?
She didn't mention it, but Zahn wasn't arresting someone unfamiliar with law enforcement. Bondurant is a former assistant U.S. attorney.
Whoops.
What was it like for you to be arrested for a crime you didn't commit?
Shock was the first reaction. Trauma, and the trauma lasted for months because it took for months to be resolved.
Yeah, that's what a lawyer would say, right, guys?
Yep.
When she's trying to get that motherfucking money.
Yeah. A lot of psychological damage.
She put the FAFO on him.
and,
Definitely.
and she's gonna get paid.
And like the 7 other sober drivers charged with DUI by Zahn, Bondurant's blood work came back with no alcohol and no drugs, except for sleeping medication she'd taken the night before. The charges nollied, meaning the DA opted not to prosecute. You're now the 8th sober driver to be arrested by Trooper Zahn.
Giancarlo, dude, what are you talking about, bro? Dude, I hope she sues and gets a lot of money. I think you're missing the point, dude.
She's 71.
Yeah, well, no, but guys, this trooper was just
to dress it up,
handing out DUIs for no reason.
Right.
It doesn't matter what we think of this lady. She was wrong. She did nothing wrong. Guys, I am a firm supporter of the police as long as they're doing their job. Once they're not doing their job, they get cut. Because I never automatically take the police officer's side. I wait for the facts. Guys, you got to understand. The government, guys, the police, they're trying to get as much money out of us citizens as possible.
Yeah.
Okay? Don't get it twisted. You guys know how many tickets and other things that they give out, and people just plead out or just pay the ticket and pay court costs. You guys don't think that that's a big not anyone on the panel, but you know how many billions and trillions of dollars these bastards get every year? If that's like your civil asset forfeiture, they can just, if they pull you over, guys, they can just keep the money you have in the car. If you have large amounts of money, you got to prove that your money wasn't gotten by nefarious purposes. It's insane.
Yeah, don't even get me started on civil asset forfeiture.
Yeah.
Fortunately, there's a few states that finally put an end to it, but it's going to take a while.
There was one guy, this Nug, he actually had to hold on. Snowboard, keep going.
Yeah, I just wanted to add in a quick point, which is it's kind of going to what you're saying, like she was wronged, but Thomas Jefferson has a quote, which it never really made sense to me till kind of the past year or so. He said, "I'd rather see 99 guilty men go free than an innocent man get arrested." And like, it's actually really important.
That was Ben Franklin.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, I thought it was Thomas Jefferson for some reason.
No, it was Ben Franklin.
Yeah.
But it's the right sentiment because those guys, if anybody, were extremely suspect of government and government overreach.
Yeah. Yep.
Because in
Exactly.
the colonies, the king's officers could, without a warrant, go into somebody's house and go after them. And that's why you guys need to understand, and if it ever comes, be explicit about demanding your rights, your Fourth and Fifth Amendments. You want a freaking warrant. And know this, you never open the door to a police officer.
That's true.
Unless they've got paper. And if they say, we just want to talk, we can talk through the door just fine.
They aren't trying to be your friend. They aren't trying to help you out. They aren't trying to understand what you're going through. Guys, if you believe any cop is trying to be your friend,
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray.
Guys, what's the disclaimer that I say all the time, right? Guys, the police are necessary, but they are not your friends.
Correct.
They're not.
And just remember this, the liberals did not like Supreme Justice Antonin Scalia. But if you go through a lot of Scalia's opinions, he was a very firm advocate of police restraint and demanding Fourth Amendment protections.
Yeah.
And he cooked the cops in a lot of cases.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was also like smothered to death on a hunting trip in Texas too.
Yeah.
By like a
funny
pillow. Very shady, it's like
that pillow grew legs and
yeah. But I'm serious though, he did. And we didn't really look into it that much. Just help you guys shut up. It's like Obama's chef who died paddleboarding. Like that didn't happen, man. You killed him.
Here's the thing about the cops in Mexico. The cops in Mexico aren't bad because they are who they are. You can bribe guys. You can bribe. At least they're honest.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no shame in their game. I'd rather know off rip. That's like the cops in Nigeria, guys. A friend of mine is Nigerian. You guys know that if you call the cops, you gotta pay for their gas to get to your house, and then pay for the cops to solve a crime in Nigeria.
Wow.
So that's why sometimes.
We already have that through tax, so I actually kind of like that way. So you're less likely to waste money.
No, what I mean is let's just say that someone breaks into your house and does something to your kids or whatever. You have to pay for the entire investigation and everything.
I don't mind that. I actually kind of like that.
But you also pay taxes too.
Yeah, of course.
To actually keep them open, but you have to actually pay for that. But what if you're poor? What if you're just middle class? You can't afford a years long investigation into the serial deleter or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I bet you there's a whole lot of vigilante justice in Nigeria.
Oh yes, there is.
Oh
yeah, that's true.
Georgia man won a legal battle after the Drug Enforcement Agency took thousands of dollars from him, even though he did nothing wrong. Channel 2 Sophia Choi is live at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport in Clayton County with how this could happen to you.
Yeah, Karen, Brian Moore Jr. came here to the airport to catch a flight to LA. He brought with him more than $8,000 to shoot a music video. But what happened to him
He's an idiot. Why would you have $8,000 cash on you going through the airport?
Yeah.
Never do that.
He's an idiot.
Yep.
Well, he probably thought, it's under 10 grand. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Gate here grounded his music career.
They told me that I looked suspicious.
You do.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Guys, what do they say? Never trust a man over 25 who has cornrows. Guys, I'm serious. My dad, anytime, I never even ever thought about braiding my hair ever. I remember in high school I had a big afro. You know what I'm saying? like a big one, you know. And then after that, it was, you know, it was like a decent fade or just bald or keeping it short. But these dudes, I mean, come on, man. This guy, that would be like a freaking Hispanic dude with tattoos on his neck with in a white t-shirt or a shirt or a button-up shirt with the top button going.
Yep. ASA.
Yeah.
They're just going to take my money based off the fact that I look suspicious.
Just one other quick thing. The reason, like, it's kind of showing how, like, weak and how much rights have been taken away. Part of this is after 9/11, but we really should be able to have the freedom to have like 10, 15 grand in your pocket and travel around and whatnot. But people are like scared of cash now. If you go into a bank and ask to take out $8,000, they're gonna say, "Oh my God, what are you doing with it?" Like anything, we'll do anything just to not let you have the cash. So it's the same thing when you're going to go to an airport or other places like that. Even just paying in cash, a lot of times they're gonna. If you go to pay with cash at a hotel, they think you're like on the lam.
Yeah. Yep, it's true.
So especially in an airport, like this guy's a dumbass.
Yeah. Guys, there was this Nigerian businessman, and he had sold this big business, and he had like $200,000 on him, and the cops kept his money, and they messed with the wrong dude because he sicked his lawyers. He said, "I wanted to teach them a lesson to never ever mess with me." Guys, he almost bankrupted the entire town. Like I think that they took like $250,000. He spent like $2 or $3 million making the town's life hell, to where the police chief got fired, the officers got fired, and the mayor had to make an apology.
Beautiful.
Wow.
They messed with the wrong dude, and they're like, "Yeah, but you spent way more money." He's like, "Dude, it's the principle." You know what I'm saying?
Took the $8,500 Brian Moore Jr. had planned to spend on a photo shoot and music video in Los Angeles. You can see in this picture from that day in March of 2021, he had green hair at the time, but that is not a crime.
I hadn't done anything wrong. I wasn't doing anything wrong.
In fact, that's never
he probably
charged
really
Moore
was
with
going
any
to
crime,
try to
but
buy
they kept
drugs
his
when
money.
he was going where he's going to.
They didn't charge him with a crime, and they thought he would just
like that's kind of my guess.
Yeah.
He hired a lawyer who got his money back, but Moore was still out more than $15,000 in legal fees.
Damn.
Last week, a federal appeals court ruled the government had to pay Moore's legal bills too.
I felt a little bit of justice finally.
Earlier this year, the DEA announced.
Don't ever go back to wherever you were, because those cops, they're making a list and checking it twice, and your ass is gonna be grass if they pull you over again.
Was going to suspend the program that was used to take Moore's money, but other federal and local law enforcement agencies are still using civil forfeiture to take people's cash. Dan Albin is an attorney with the Institute for Justice who filed Moore's appeal.
This is how he's showing up to court. Look at this guy.
He says civil forfeiture is driven by profit because the agencies get to keep the money they seize.
And notice how this good lawyer wasn't a small hat last name who's fighting against the system.
Hold on. Actually, guys, you want a small hat lawyer. You guys remember? Like,
I know.
Look.
The U.S. Supreme Court will now consider a case that involves
Wait, sorry.
civil asset.
Wrong one, guys. Hold on.
Actually charged my money with the crime.
Not even.
They didn't even charge it with the crime. They sued it. Yeah, that's a better way of putting it. They sued my money.
Sounds odd, but this is happening across the country and in Ohio. Federal agents seizing the cash of Americans suspected of committing a crime, but never charging them.
Ohio,
it's called
Florida.
Civil asset forfeiture.
Tonight, a Columbus couple shares for the first time how this legal practice left their.
This guy looks like a cartoon character, right? Doesn't he? Like
kind of, yeah.
Until they decided to fight back.
Like a Batman cartoon.
Yeah. Guys, he looks like a video game character, right?
Decided to fight back.
At least he ain't got
reclaim
cornrows.
their innocence.
Yeah, dude, he's an NPC. Of course he is.
This and his lawyers have done to my family for the past 4 years should be on the front page of every newspaper in America, but it's not.
The story of Amy and Carl Nelson's legal battle is laid out in video.
3 years ago today, at this exact time on the West Coast, 4 FBI agents were headed to my home to execute a search warrant.
After video on TikTok, more than 200,000 followers check in to hear her story.
My name is Amy. 4 years ago, Jeff Bezos and Amazon tried to convince the Department of Justice to put my husband in prison for allegedly violating his honest services to Amazon.
It's a story about how two entrepreneurs took on the second richest man in the world, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, along with the Department of Justice, and won, and how the legal battle nearly destroyed their family financially.
We've spent over $3 million at this point.
We've spent $3.7 million to date.
To defend their innocence.
You described this case as being hunted. What did you mean by that?
From the day the FBI showed up at our house on April 2nd, 2020, it was clear that they believed my husband had committed a crime and that they, in partnership with Amazon, would do everything they could to get him to admit that he had done so.
This is the couple's first TV interview.
They wanted to make sure we didn't have a dime to our names, because how can you defend yourself if you can't feed your kids?
Carl Nelson says the FBI told him he was the target of a criminal investigation.
Yeah, guys.
Court documents describe how the DOJ and Amazon alleged Nelson, while working at Amazon and after he was fired for yelling at a vendor, worked with a real estate developer to direct land deals in exchange for what Amazon claimed was millions of dollars in kickbacks. In a statement to 10 TV...
So, in other words, he's accusing him of what they do.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny, guys?
Amazon said these defendants orchestrated a sophisticated scheme to obtain millions of dollars in kickbacks related to Amazon real estate projects. Given the egregious facts we've uncovered related to this misconduct, we really have no choice but to act to protect our interests and move forward with our civil case.
But you've never been charged to this date with any crime.
Never.
And was never arrested, but Carl and Amy's money was.
They essentially charged my money with a crime.
But not even.
They didn't even charge it with a crime. They sued it. Yeah, that's a better way of putting it. They sued my money.
Nearly $900,000, and the government froze their credit cards.
I'd say that.
Wow.
That was pretty terrifying. That made it real.
It's called civil asset forfeiture, where the government arrests the money, not the person.
Do you believe the government weaponized the civil asset forfeiture law to get you?
Hey guys, this happens to poor people all the time. Here's another one.
They
Right
they
now
pulled a
it's
train
6.
day.
Where's the
Remember
money
that scene in Train
investigation
Day
into
like
what
that?
side?
Where old dude's like, yeah, we're going to seize your money. We don't want anything from you. We're just going to take your money.
Yep.
Yeah.
true.
It's a great way to get
$100 million
some cheap stuff sometimes. You go to police auctions. My friend does it. You can get like it's not
Cars.
all from like crackheads. It could be from a guy like that.
But guys,
who took
even
care
the
of stuff.
FBI, you can buy houses, cars, boats, all types of stuff. Yeah.
In North Carolina have received nearly
can get it, man.
$300
How you
million
doing?
over the last 2 decades by partnering with dollars over $300 million
$300 million, guys.
over the last 2 decades by partnering with the feds to seize people's money. But they regularly do so without ever charging those people with any crimes. Thanks so much for joining us for the news at 6. I'm Vanessa Rufus. Last night at 11, you'll remember our Nate Morbido told us about a sexual abuse case in Mint Hill where the feds and the town's police quietly kept $69,000 in seized cash. The victim, who was court ordered to get that money, hasn't seen a dime.
Damn.
Now, this practice of keeping seized
Cooked. But anyways, guys, we were in this Dunderhead room. We're completely off topic.
He's terrible looking, man.
I even lost the video. Hold on. We're talking about this here. Hold on. Wait, former NFL player charged with defrauding women through dating apps. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Hold on there. Hold on.
Former NFL player and Georgia native was arrested in Roswell today. Police say Daryl Buster Scrine met women on dating sites and scammed them out of money.
Let's go! Let's go! Football Tyrone, dude, getting that
Yeah, hot
Doing it the
Venmo.
right way.
Guys, look at this guy right here. Guys. Oops. Hold on. Oops. Hold on. Look at this.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne. Denise Hill is live in Roswell tonight. Denise, investigators say Scrine was on the run from authorities in Canada when he was arrested.
Yeah, that's right. He was arrested in Canada on bank fraud charges. But authorities there say while out on bail, he removed his ankle monitor and disappeared until now. Tonight, he is in the Fulton County Jail with a whole new list of charges against him.
We arrested former NFL player Daryl Screen on 18 criminal charges.
His mugshot from the Fulton County Jail.
And women do this all the time.
Yep.
Women do this all the time. Look at that.
Yep.
Look at that. Look at this.
May say Daryl Screen, but on the gridiron, everyone knew him as Buster Screen. He played.
I'm sure all the friggin' 304s knew him as Buster too, right, guys?
Oh man.
For Etowah High School, then the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, and then went pro and made millions. He was a 5th-round pick for the Cleveland Browns in the 2011 NFL Draft and played for the Jets, Bears, 49ers, and Titans before retiring in 2022. The following year, he was
cruising. He's a kind of light-skinned dude with the light eyes. You know this dude was.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, I know it, man.
Yeah, light bright's always smashing down chicks, dude.
Yep.
Straight up, man.
was arrested in Canada on bank fraud charges to the tune of about $100,000.
About a year later, he was released on bail with the expectation of being monitored through GPS monitoring. He was able to remove that GPS monitor and fled to the United States.
Roswell police say last month a woman reported she had been financially exploited by Screen, and she wasn't the only one. Investigators say he trolled dating sites looking for his victims and scammed them out of at least $300,000.
And once he had developed a significant relationship with them, he would ask them for money, promising that he would repay them through his NFL annuity, which he never did.
Police say instead, Screen spent the money on Airbnbs, travel, and
cocaine and hoes.
That's
life. That's life right there.
Cards for himself, again, to kind of try and lay low and not have a financial track record that would allow him to be easily caught, again, knowing that he is somebody who is trying to evade justice from another nation.
Yeah, guys, they do this all the time. Hold on. Let's go back to the original video here. Hold on. Where were we with this goofy looking broad?
What's the right word? It's not even that they wouldn't be cooperative, but they wouldn't be possibly the strongest witness to come forward given these circumstances when the case relies.
You know one thing that could be funny that I just thought of? That those women who got that money taken from them, I almost bet you could calculate it. It's like the exact amount that they took from guys doing all their free dates, free.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Free drinks and stuff. Like seriously, over 8-10 years, a decade, and he took like $8,000 from them.
Yeah,
it's probably about close to even. They're still probably coming out ahead, actually.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
You can understand that, and look, I think
Colin, man, did you get the car? He's muted. Yeah, let us know if you bought the Audi, man.
at the end of the day, if the idea is to expose Hargrove, for her to be held accountable, for her to be punished, for her to no longer work in the educational industry, that may be enough. That may be the consequences that you're looking for. I am confused about a couple of things, though, with this punishment. What is deferred adjudication, and why do you see deferred adjudication with respect to some of the charges but not the others?
Well, I think part of that is she's going to be on sex offender probation. She's going to have to register as a sex offender. So part of that is you're not sentenced to any incarceratory sentence. But if you violate those terms, you could be sentenced to prison time. And I think that's always hanging over this defendant's head now. So I think that is part of the plea that's significant. In terms of why it was implemented for part of the sentencing, part of the counts and not others. I'm not sure about that, but sometimes it would be duplicative and unnecessary to have the same language for every sentence, since a lot of times when these pleas happen, or even if someone's sentenced after a trial, there's not consecutive sentencing. It's often concurrent, especially when it's 17 years later. So I think that just having that deferred action hanging over her head for some counts is enough, and it would be duplicative to do it for others. But I don't know all the reasoning of the prosecutors here.
What is usually a violation that would, trigger that sentence to come back?
Sure. So it really can be very strict. So with sex offender probation, there's restrictions on what you could do for work, where you can go, being near a school, being near any activity where children are involved. You have to report regularly.
She's banned from any and all tuna buffets, any and all seafood buffets, and clam bakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Really, to easy for someone to be found, and you could always label to come forward now.
Is interesting in terms
guys, what do you think, right?
Total double standard.
Yeah, I was supposed to say double standard and stuff like that. Big time double standard. It's like we talk about equal opportunities for both sexes, both genders and stuff like that, and yet that happens.
There's another case.
Equal opportunity should mean equal responsibility, therefore equal accountability. We're not seeing that with how they get sentenced.
There's another case that actually just happened. There was another teacher that just got caught also. Hold on.
I'm not even
Damn. Push the chick off a cliff. Alabama woman admits that she helped mom push rival off a cliff. Damn, how pissed off you got to be to push a broad off a cliff, friggin'
wow,
Bugs Bunny style. Colin, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm not even surprised at the sentencing. The only thing that I'm surprised about is that broad actually lost weight as she got older.
Look at this, guys. Florida stepmom caught having sex with teen stepson. Look at that.
I think I've seen a video like that.
And what do you see?
Yeah.
What do you see on her belly? What do you see on her belly right there?
Butterfly Medusa.
That's a butterfly
guys,
demon Medusa.
Guys, this is the final boss of 304s. Guys, this is freaking Castlevania Rondo of Blood Dracula. This is a
Dude,
freaking,
you see that tattoo? That's not good.
Guys,
that is not good to be around.
Who's the hardest boss that I know of? This is King of the Fighters 2002 God Rugal. This is Heihachi Tekken 1 Heihachi. You guys remember how hard
yes.
It's both sleeves, belly, and you know damn well that there's work on her back and down her legs. That just
for
nasty.
sure, but that butterfly is always a signature of this stuff, like we've been saying.
Oh, God, yes.
Every time it is.
Way to raise the bar again, Florida. My state. My
you guys remember? You guys remember? That's this fraud right here.
That's it.
You guys remember how hard the first Tekken was when you first played it, dude? Like, what is going on, dude? Dude, how many times did you throw your controller down because of freaking Heihachi and Tekken 1, dude?
We're following a big update in a shocking case of child sex abuse. This former nurse was caught
with the stretched ears.
You tell her she's a goddamn whore. By her husband having sex with her stepson. Alexis Vanies made a shocking excuse when trying to explain herself when her husband walked in on the incident last summer. She has now taken a plea.
Dang. Guys, he walked in on his stepson, getting it in with his wife, dude. Wow. This chick's a demon, man.
What that means for how long she'll be in prison. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. The police report that we have in this case, I will be honest with you, is not an easy read. It details a stepmom having sex with her 15-year-old stepson.
15 years old. Clown world, guys.
Then trying to make excuses when she's caught. And let me tell you, there is a lot that was included in this police report that I cannot say, and frankly, I don't want to say. But it is important that we rehash what police say happened the night this then registered nurse seduced a minor inside her home, her own stepson, before we get to the plea deal that she just took. Here's a picture of Alexis Von Yates. She was 34 years old.
Those aren't real.
No.
Years old when all of this went down last year inside her home in Ocala, Florida. She lived with her husband, who had a 15-year-old stepson who was staying at their house for the summer on vacation. He had stayed with them for roughly a month. Police say on one of the final nights that the boy was staying at the house, he was hanging out with his stepmom. They were watching a horror movie on the couch. Now the two had
They're watching a horror movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Beat me to it.
Guys, I know it's Labor Day. Guys, put a 1 if you want me to do a daytime live on Monday about these 304s and socialism, because we all know the Labor Day. Wait, all these chicks can't even spell socialism, but they all want to be, but they all hate capitalism, right? We think that we should own the freaking means of manufacturing and all this other crap. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Labor Day is the working man's holiday.
Yeah,
These women can't even spell labor.
Yeah, guys, that's what these chicks are talking about. Every Labor Day, you always see these rods marching against capitalism, right? We should own the means of production, please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Yeah, while they're holding up their iPhones and their Starbucks.
Yeah, right. Please, you know, guys, socialism is such a stupid idea. Guys, put a 1 if you believe that capitalism is a masculine mindset and socialism is a feminine mindset. Period.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyone, guys, any type of coveting or any type of jealousy or any type of, even this glass half empty, this whole, if Colin is successful or Cruising is successful, he must have taken something from me. This scarcity mindset. It's so funny that women always say that if men don't get married, that if men don't give them our money, that we have a scarcity mindset, when they're acting like, because they're 45 and still work minimum wage at Target, that somehow it's us successful guys' fault. That we took something from them. There's a finite amount. Well, guys, there's enough wealth for all of us to do well.
Yeah.
Every single millionaire that I know made their money by working hard in my lifetime. I know multiple multi-millionaires, guys.
Speaking of doing well, hey, Colin, did you get the car?
Yeah. Did you get the Audi?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Did you get the Audi?
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey.
Let's here, Colin, drop the link again in the.
Okay.
Hey, Colin, would you do me a favor?
What's that?
Just once, drive it like you stole it.
Oh, I already did, bitch. Are you? What
Look at that, dude. Look at that,
city boy.
No, dude, even I was, dude, this car is,
yeah, it's savage, dude. The thing is, even Motor Trend got it doing the quarter in like 12.4, and then I actually read that Automobile Magazine, they had it on good tires on a cold morning. It did a 12.1. That's insane.
I believe it, dude. So when me and my buddy James were test driving it, keep in mind my buddy James, he's 6'4", and he's got a little bit extra on him, so he's like 310, 320, And with my 168-pound in the car, sitting in the car, on the test drive, I pulled onto a highway on-ramp, and I kind of pulled off to the side and just completely stopped. And I kind of looked back. I was like, cool, no car behind me. And it was sort of like a S-turn on-ramp, right? Dude, I just punched it to the floor. And by the time the first turn, I had to actually back off a little bit because I was already doing 65. And then I stomped on it again. And, well, look, let's just say I might have been kissing 3 digits.
Yeah, this thing is nice, man.
You
Dude,
did it
congrats,
right.
man. Congratulations, man. You're badass, dude. I said I didn't even know that they sold the RS6. These are so rare that I didn't even know that they sold the RS6 at the time in the United States.
Yeah.
So this is a nice car, and I think hold on, let me see. Hold on, 2003.
Who are you insuring it with?
Right now it'll be with Progressive most likely, or I might actually switch to State Farm because I've also been talking to them about switching my homeowner's insurance. But right now, the 2 cars I do have, it's not a minimum liability, but the 03 TT and the 03 Wrangler, I'm paying $369 for a full 6 months, and if I keep the same coverage, if I add this car, it's old enough that it'll probably still be right about $400 for all 3 cars for 6 months. So,
if you're not going to drive this thing more than 5,000 a year, look into American Collectors.
Oh, okay.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it in the private chat.
Yeah, please do.
Dude.
They beat Haggerty when I was insuring my Classic, and they offer more mileage limitation. I'm limited to 5,000 a year, and I know a guy who's big into old Mercedes, and I said, "Hey, check into American Collectors," and he switched all his policies over. He was that impressed by their coverage. Yep.
Really?
Their only requirement is you have to have a garage where it's going to be stored.
Okay.
And that's easy peasy.
And how do they verify the 5,000 miles per year? Is that just a certified statement from you, or is that?
So they didn't ask me anything, and I've owned my car for a year. But check into it and take a look at their coverage, dude. Because I'll put it in the chat. I paid a 1-year premium.
Colin, they said that this thing makes 450 horsepower, but dude put his on a dyno and it made 430 at the wheels, so it actually makes almost 500.
Yeah, it's like I was saying yesterday, dude.
Hilarious.
Audis and Volkswagens, dude, their horsepower numbers are way under. Like, yeah.
Sweet, dude. Dude, congrats, man. Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Just put the younger children in the home to bed. It was around 11 o'clock at night. Police say Von Yates and her stepson were also hitting a THC pen. The two apparently found the movie Terrifier 2 boring, according to the interview that the in this case.
Yeah, they were bored, so they started doing something else. Yeah, huh? Clown world.
They probably got the message, hey, are you still there? Are you still watching?
Freaking skank. Look at this nasty broad.
Gave police. And that's when this police report states that Alexis Von Yates started talking about how aroused she was because she hadn't had sex in a couple of weeks. Again, this is a conversation with her 15-year-old stepson. In the interview that the stepson then gave.
Yeah, guys, we all know what she was doing during the movie, right?
To police, he said he was sitting close on the couch with his stepmom and he was playing with her hair. Now, apparently, Von Yates making these kind of statements didn't come out of the blue. The teen told investigators that his stepmom had been making sexual comments for roughly a week. He said he went to the gym with Von Yates. And when they got into the car after, she said, quote, "I bet everyone thought you were my little boy toy." In another instance, he said,
"Yeah, as she's in the in the driver's seat.
Yates was eating whipped cream, and she stuck out her tongue in a way that the victim found sexual, and he likened it to what you see in a pornography film. And
A pot smoking slut.
Yates then reportedly said, quote, "Oh, you like that." Then there was reportedly an instance where he was on a golf cart with Von Yates and two of her friends. And he also said that this 15-year-old, he was given a shot and also another hit of a THC pen. The teen said that he did make some sort of sexual.
This chick's a demon,
Yep.
dude. Look
So
at
her
that.
friends,
joke, and then
her friends just watch that happen too.
Yeah,
They're just like her.
And Von Yates said to her friends, quote, "He probably watches those stepmom pornos." Now, on the night where Von Yates
exactly
had
what I was
sex
thinking.
with this teenager, the police report states that after Von Yates had talked about how aroused she was, the teen asked if they wanted to cuddle. The police report states that the teen told them that Von Yates at first said that would be, quote, "weird." But then when the teen laid on top of Von Yates, she said something to the effect of, quote, "Oh, you're just going right for it, huh?" Now, police then say, as the teen kissed Von Yates on her neck, she escalated the situation by saying, "Ah, man, I wish you were 18 because you're not old enough." Police say the child victim then gave Von Yates oral sex. The police report goes on to say that Von Yates told the teen to stop, but then would pull him back.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she's making
Oh
that
my
part up,
God.
please. Come on. Guys, this is why you can't believe these chicks as far as you can throw them. You know what I mean? Come on.
Back in to continue. Von Yates then gave the 15-year-old oral sex and said something to the effect of it was the least she could do. Now, as this was going on, the door opened to the home.
Oh
and in
my
walked
God.
that 15-year-old's dad, who was Alexis Von Yates' husband. He was
Wow.
Look at that.
the lineman. He worked late nights and he had come home. And at that point,
he was a lineman, guys. So he's out there working on the friggin', was it power lines or all the stuff all day long, comes home after long days work. This looks like it's either in Texas or in the Midwest, you know, to this crap, this demon.
All I can say is that's going to make Thanksgiving awful awkward.
The police report says that Von Yates and the boy were in the middle of having sex on the couch, which was directly near the front door. Now, when the boy's dad walked in, he says he saw the 15-year-old run to the bathroom and Von Yates was shirtless on the couch. The teen then said in this interview, the dad said something to the effect of, "What the expletive is going on?" He then pulled the blanket off Von Yates and saw his wife naked. Now, the boy's dad then ordered the teen to pack his things and leave the house. The teen says that he also heard his dad calling Von Yates, his wife, quote, "a child predator." And this is where Von Yates makes an excuse that you will not believe. Von Yates says to the dad reportedly, quote, "The child victim looks like his father when he was younger."
What?
Oh my God. Okay, so
demons, man. Demons.
Well, that's what that tattoo represents on her belly.
It's
like a
true.
demonic.
Yeah.
That's what that butterfly thing is. They're possessed by something that makes them do this.
It's true.
That's according to this police
But
report.
that is
Von
also
Yates
part of 304 culture that's become so popular. OF and these things like that. Like anytime, I don't look at corn much, but I remember even like a few years ago, I looked at some. Was like, why is it always this like incest stuff? Like they don't need to. I just want to see some titties and stuff. I don't need it to be like it's the stepson who's underage, but that's very, very, very common.
All these guys
now.
who want to sit and actually watch a story. What is this?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing? That's like these knuckleheads.
I don't need a pizza delivery bullshit.
Yeah, that pay for
that was actually innocent.
It's like why? Like what are you doing? Like what guys? Why are guys paying for adult content? I just don't.
I don't either.
I don't understand. You know, they said that one chick, there's like Bonnie Blue or one of these chicks made like $80 million or something. There was like one of these chicks, made like $82 million in the last 2 years.
All from simps.
Insane.
Also claimed that she told the teen to stop, which based on the police report and all those details, she may have said that, but much of that statement is a lie. The next part of this story and what the teen said in his interview lays out how his family handled this situation. And they handled it in a way a lot of people would say would be the wrong way. But then things come around later. I'll get into that. The boy and his dad left the house to drive to the boy's grandfather's house, the teen said. And on the way, the boy's dad actually stopped at a gas station. He picked up a 6-pack of beer, and the teen said his dad chugged it as they drove. The boy's dad then told him to never talk to him again. He also called the boy a, quote, failure. The boy's grandfather said, quote, you better not be telling them what happened, when the boy said he was going to talk to his cousin about this. He also told the boy not to contact his mom about what happened with Alexis Von Yates. The boy told the interviewer that he was infatuated with Von Yates, and he had never actually engaged in sexual or emotional activity before. But he also felt upset that his family, in his opinion, was trying to cover up what happened. But Von Yates wasn't done. The teen said the next morning, the boy called her after everything that had happened, even her husband walking in on this situation, according to the police report. And on the phone, Von Yates said how she wished that her husband hadn't walked in on them. And she also made more sexual comments.
No guilt or shame. Wow.
Guys, what is going on? And guys, imagine if the genders were swapped, right? Imagine.
She even rated the experience, the teen said, a 7 out of 10. I put Alexis Von Yates' name into truthfinder.com and putting this episode together. And in the section that shows whether someone has a criminal history, you can see that her record did come up. At Law and Crime, we partner with Truthfinder, and we use going to be suspended Von Yates' license to practice nursing. She had been a nurse since 20.
Of course she's a nurse. Of course. Of course she is. Look at that, guys. Demons.
2016. And
yeah, Dante's right under the jail. Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the join button. Thanks to all you guys that are members. You know what? Let me check the old member count. Let's see how many members we have. As we have, where are we?
I don't think the dad handled it in a proper way, but at the same time, I can see how you might not act.
Yeah, guys, we have
100 something like that.
And 12 members, guys. Thanks for that, man. Appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for that.
Yeah, but
with
you
how
know,
detailed.
Snowboard, the dad was probably, his first thought was probably thinking, damn, son, how are you going to play with them titties I paid for? What the?
That's hilarious.
This police report was.
Guess he didn't have any allowance.
That prosecutors would have had against her.
He's like, but I mowed the lawn, Pop,
her in a trial in May of this year. A court ruled that all those details I gave you, there is more in that police report that I just couldn't go into detail about because it's so graphic, but all of it was going to be admissible if this case had gone to trial. And that was a major blow to Alexis Von Yates' defense. Court records show on August 21st, so last week, Von Yates pleaded no contest to a charge of lewd and lascivious battery, and that was part of a plea deal. She originally was facing a charge of sexual battery on a minor. The Daily Mail reports that Von Yates will spend 2 years in prison, then have 2 years of community control, and then will have 10 years of sex offender probation. She will also have to complete 200 hours of community service. She will be sentenced on September 16th. Joining us now, criminal defense attorney Joe Tamburino. Thank you for being with us on Law and Crime. Tough story here. I mean, just the details of the affidavit when she was arrested, the interview that the victim gave in this case, very detailed to say the least.
You will face
details right in front of the person they're accusing.
We have a right to confront our accuser.
Wait, is there a sentencing here? Hold on. She pleaded no, she hasn't been sentenced yet. So
yeah.
Look at that, guys.
She might not even do the 2 years. It might just be like 14 months or something.
Now, guys, there is a body cam video that I wanted to show you guys because I'll do this one short today. But guys, make sure to drop a like on the stream, guys. I appreciate you guys for being here on a random Friday, and hold on. Where is it? Let's see. 1 second, guys. I had to pull it up here. I had it. I lost it. This loudmouth.
Hey,
Well, here it is.
Talking about Florida, Dante. I live in Florida. You can't badmouth by Florida.
Ohio, Florida. Angel, wherever you are, dude, you know, I hope you're doing good, buddy. But yeah, guys, let's do this. Let's do this, right?
That's the sound of the police. 2025. On May 13th, 2025, an officer conducting patrol observed a vehicle being driven by its registered owner with an expired license and conducted a traffic stop.
Dang, she parked way over in the grass. Oh, we're gonna need the race car.
Good morning. I'm Officer Benavides with the Atlanta Police Department. Do you have your driver's license, registration?
Oh, it's in Atlanta.
Proof of insurance, please. I'm sorry? There's nothing wrong with your tag.
Well, she's
Answer your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance, please. I need to see your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance. This is a traffic stop.
Guys, at this point, what should she do?
Driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance.
Thank you very much.
It's too easy.
Yeah.
Identify yourself. Yes, ma'am, it is. So the reason why I stopped.
You're operating a motor vehicle. Guys, the moment that you sit in that driver's seat, a cop can come up and ask you for your driver's license.
Yeah.
That's just how it works, guys. Even if the car is turned off, even if you're in a parking space, you can get a DUI, guys, just sitting in your car.
Yep.
Or an OUI, and the car is off and you're intoxicated because you're technically operating the motor vehicle.
Yep.
You know?
Exactly.
Today is because your license is expired. Let me see your driver's license. Okay. Listen, if you refuse to identify yourself, I will take you to jail for resisting without violence. Either you identify yourself to me right.
This cop is based, man. You know what?
Nice.
This is gonna go under base cop. Hold on. I have a whole playlist of base cops. Hold on there. Let's just put that right there.
Right now. Or
Wait. Oh, any mother appears in court after 2-year-old allegedly took gun from person shot himself. I thought that was AOC for a second. I was like, what the hell? Guys, right? Look, hold on. Look.
An Indianapolis mother made her initial court appearance today on a neglect charge in the death of her.
She can get
That's a nice B-dub, yeah.
2-year-old son.
Oh, yeah.
Javarius Bickett
I think she just had a baby, though. She has that, like, I just had a baby.
shot and killed himself with a gun that he found in his mom's purse.
2-year-old
Rich Nye
shot
had his
himself.
camera in the
Damn.
courtroom as Kiera Bickett learned whether she can continue to care for her daughter while awaiting trial.
Of course, she has another kid.
28-year-old Kiera Bickett is.
Jesus Christ! Look at the. Look
Please, I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
Homegirl next to her has some cakes though. Just
free on,
right here. She has some
on a
cakes.
$50,000 surety bond. She walked into the courtroom Friday hoping the judge would allow her to keep caring for her 9-year-old daughter while she awaits trial on a charge of neglect of a dependent.
Jesus, they're all fucking whores, man. Look at these.
Yeah.
Look, they got me cussing. I'm sorry, guys. I have no patience for B-dubs at all. None.
Resulting in death. Her 2-year-old son, Javarius, shot.
Oh my God.
He's already done.
That's
Already
gun nug.
He's already done.
Javarius.
Yeah.
From the name alone, cooked.
Yeah, that kid's doomed.
Javarius.
He can't even get an application for a job or a department.
Hey, he got was it 13 years earlier than I thought. You know what I'm saying? Because usually these kids are 15, 16. You know, it's crazy.
Himself in the face and died June 19th.
Jesus.
Javarius was apparently between his mom and sister in the front seat of the car as the family drove through a CVS parking lot when the toddler found the loaded gun in his mom's unzipped purse in the console.
They were right.
Bickett fought tears as the state asked for a no.
Guys, here's the thing. This is not a bad looking chick. A cruiser. She has the light eyes, light skin broad. You remember in the 90s, these chicks they were all the football players, basketball players, black businessmen were all marrying these light-skinned chicks.
Yeah.
The thing that I don't understand is the light-skinned girls used to never have to be 304s, never have to be single moms. Exactly. They were always taken care of.
Oh yeah, they were always taken.
Yeah.
Couldn't even find one, man, in the 90s.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the 90s and the 2000s, man. Who is the one chick that was
it's a small nose stud. You know, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's barely noticeable.
You have Vanessa Williams. She was one of the light-skinned chicks. And then there was another chick. Halle Berry, Vanessa Williams, but who was the chick that was in Soul Food, the movie? Not Nia Long. Gina. No, guys, there's a light-skinned chick. She has green eyes. I'm not gonna know her name, but there's this one light-skinned chick from the 90s that was like one of the it girls.
Vivica Fox?
No. Let's see. Hold on, guys. I gotta figure this out. This is gonna kill me here. She was a light-skinned chick.
He hit the names. The movie had Vanessa Williams, Vivica Fox, Nia Long.
I think I'm thinking of the wrong chick. Not Marcia
Wright.
She has bigger lips. What is this chick's name? And it wasn't Stacey Dash. I gotta figure her out. Either way, but anyways, there's no reason why this chick shouldn't be freaking married to a rich guy, other than the fact that she's hood. You know what I'm saying?
No contact order with her daughter, in part because the girl witnessed the shooting.
Where is your child now?
She's in school.
Okay, is she in your custody right now?
Yes.
Okay, was there a CPS investigation?
The CPS said that it was a lady, a DCS lady. She said that it's no case open with my daughter. It was really just for my son because of my son's situation.
Right. Okay. And so there was no further action taken with regard to with your child.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Have you had care and custody of her ever since this incident?
Yeah, since the day it happened.
Okay.
Magistrate Peggy Hart took the no contact order under advisement until the next court hearing. Bickett faces a sentence of 20 to 40 years if convicted. Her mother believes that's unfair, on top of the grief.
She's mixed. Okay.
What? Oh my God.
Yeah.
What she calls an absolute accident.
Bickett told the judge she will hire her own attorney. And
damn. Where were we, guys? We were looking at this Thunderhead.
May 13th, 2020.
Driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance, please. Either you identify yourself to me right now, or I'm taking you to jail. Okay. I go 4-3. Can I get a 45, please? Turn off your car. Turn off your car. Turn off your car. Turn off your car. If you call somebody to come to this traffic stop, they will also get arrested for impeding on a traffic stop. Don't do this. Do not do this right now. I need to see your ID.
You ain't got no lawyer.
You don't have a lawyer, yeah.
You need to see a green card.
Need to see your driver's license.
All have lawyers on speed dial.
I'm a student.
I don't care if you're a student. I need to see your driver's license,
Did
please.
she say she's an influencer too?
I don't think
Did she
so.
say that?
A pot smoking slut.
It's on the back of your phone. Okay, so I need to see your driver's license now, please. Okay. All right. Put your hands up here. Put your hands on the steering wheel. Okay, put your hands on the steering wheel. Put your hands on the steering wheel. I'm going to do everything for you. Hands on the steering wheel.
I haven't done anything.
This is the 5th time I tell you now.
But you have.
This is the 5th time I tell you. Put your hands on your steering wheel or you're going to get dragged out of the car. We can do this a simple way. Okay. All right.
No, sir, please don't touch me.
Do not do this.
I'm just scared. I'm sorry.
I got you. Step out of the car.
I'm just scared.
Step out of the car.
Lucky he doesn't call ice on your ass. What are you talking about, you dunderhead?
Step out of the
That's
car.
later.
We will pick everything up here in a second. Put your hands behind your back.
Why don't you call this?
It's
time. Put your hands behind your back, please.
I don't have anything wrong
Can
with
you
my
put your
past.
hands behind your back? Ma'am, you're making this a lot more difficult than it needs to be.
No, I don't want to make it difficult. I'm just
Well, you're
scared.
making it difficult. I got it.
Can you please pick up my documentation?
Yep.
I haven't done anything wrong. Sir.
I got you. So go right
I haven't done anything wrong
Right
with my student.
here. I got you.
I have a baby. Sir, I'm sorry. I have my kid.
Okay. So this is a learner's license, first of all.
Okay.
Okay, that's not a driver's license.
You moron. What are you doing, you absolute dunderhead?
You stupid woman.
It expired on May 11th, 2025. Okay. When I asked you for identification, okay. So here we're gonna do this a little easier. We're gonna do this easier.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you these questions. I need you to say yes or no verbally if you understand them. All right. Stay against the car. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand? Okay. Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
I do, sir.
Okay. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. Do you understand?
I do, sir.
Okay. If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one, one will be provided for you before questioning without charge. Do you understand?
I do, and I have a lawyer.
Okay. Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get to talk to me?
You don't let me talk.
I'm gonna say this one more time. Has anyone?
This is a chick that I was talking about, right here. Nicole Ari Parker. This chick is hot.
Man.
Yeah, she is hot. How you doing?
I gotta put a ring on her.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
I don't know if I have enough money for the ring that he put on her.
But you recognize her face now, right? She's been in a bunch of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But she was one of those where like all the dark skinned chicks always hated on her because she was light skinned and hella fine, you know. Even now she's older, she's still fine. I think.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Let's do 2024. Dude, she can still get it. How you?
Yeah.
I told you guys.
She's like all these babes. You get their pilot lit, they can start a leaf blower.
Look at that, guys. She can get it, man. You know? And guys, here's the thing. What's she doing that a lot of B-dubs don't do?
Act right.
Skinny.
Smiling?
Yeah.
Not angry.
Yeah. I've never heard her getting in any drama or anything. So she's probably looks young.
Yeah.
No masculine energy as well and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Smiling, not getting fat, no dumbass weaves or wigs or.
Did you guys see that one? What's that stupid Amanda Seales chick? She was on Jubilee showing her ass. This chick right here. She was like, I'm an artistic intellectual, and she was taking on those quote unquote black conservatives, and she showed her ass, right? Just acting stupid. Now, guys,
she made an ass of herself.
Oh yeah, just being stupid. But that's what I mean. But showed her ass, right? Guys, have you heard the whole story with this chick? She's like, I'm pro black. I'm pro black. It's always the light skinned girls. Hey, cruising. Isn't it funny? It's always the light skinned chicks that are, I'm black, y'all, and I'm blackity black, y'all. You understand? It's just identity crisis. Was it anyone who's black in the chat? Put a 1 if you agree with me. All these white supremacy and Jim Crow. It's always the light skinned girls, right?
Yeah.
And their mom is white, right? And here's the thing, guys. This chick was with hold on, Amanda Seales' ex-boyfriend. This guy right here. What was his name? What's his name? So she was with this guy who is so his name was like Rolo something or other. But she tried to so he dumped her because she was too crazy. Guys, he was a star football player. he got into the NFL, but he played for like a little bit, but then he got into the neurosurgery school that he wanted. So he actually turned down the NFL, and now he's a neurosurgeon.
Wow, smart move.
Wow. That's
Okay.
that's big time. That's big time.
What is his name? His name is hold on. His name is like Rolo something or other.
This whole Myron Role situation.
Myron Rolls is his name.
And how?
So she lied on him and said he SA'd me and he abused me and he beat me and he had receipts. He had receipts, right? So now she looks like a clown. Yeah, Myron Roll or whatever. Yeah, thank you, Dante. Guys, she's like, oh, I'm all about black people and saving black people. Da da da. When she tried to destroy him. Dude. Absolutely insane. And guys, he hasn't done any, he's not a nug. He's not a hood guy, right? He was doing everything right. You know what I'm saying? No tattoos, no crazy braids or platinum teeth. He was a guy who was working his ass off, actually playing football, and then he like majored in friggin' some crazy science major, got into medical school, and was actually playing, like starting in the NFL while he was like actually still doing his stuff to get into medical school, got into medical school, and then quit the NFL. And now he's a practicing neurosurgeon. And she was trying to get him canceled.
How?
Look, Amanda Seales backtracks when she said ex-NFL neurosurgeon Myron Rolle was problematic after putting his medical career in jeopardy. Fucking demons, man. Demons. These broads, man. What a joke.
I felt like she was full of it in that video that I did in the previous video. And people are seeing that now. They are seeing.
She crashes out all the time about everything.
That something is seriously mentally wrong with her. Because now she is backtracking after she realized the ramifications of her statements and her putting Myron Rolle out there and talking about how he, harassed her on the phone. And now she's backtracking and say that he never harassed her, that it was other women coming to her. Well, Amanda, they never would have came to you if you weren't on the Breakfast Club describing a guy that you had a weird encounter with. Amanda,
you guys, you wonder why guys aren't even dating anymore. You know what I'm saying? Why guys are just minding their own damn business. Can you imagine you all this work as be top of your class and be a neurosurgeon and some stupid 304 ruins it for you with just a couple of words on the radio? So
threatened you or promised you anything to get to talk to me?
Yes, I feel threatened by you.
Okay, so have I threatened you to get?
Please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
To talk to me?
Yes.
I have. How did I threaten? How did I threaten you?
I just feel intimidated.
How did I threaten?
Done anything wrong. Okay. I don't want to piss you off. I respect you.
You're not pissing me off. Yeah. I'm not mad at all.
Because I don't feel like you had a reason to stop.
The reason why I stopped you is because the registered owner of the vehicle is expired. I confirmed. So.
Here, and then you hadn't seen my driver license yet.
5/11/2025.
Yeah,
you are the registered. You are the registered owner of the vehicle.
Yes.
Okay? Okay. I confirmed your identity through the window. I could see you. You match your photo. Okay. And for that reason,
that's not my problem. That's not my problem.
You're going to jail for resisting without violence. Okay.
Sir, I'm sorry. I didn't want to resist
you. Now she's sorry, right? Isn't it funny, guys? Right? How this is what it takes. Right, guys?
Please let me talk to you. I'm so sorry for coming at you wrong. I'm so sorry for being disrespectful. Please just let me talk to you. I'm so sorry for being a dumbass bitch.
I was just scared. He just wanted a reason
Echo
to
43.
do something.
Can I get a female 45 for a search?
How are you gonna get arrested outside the Waffle House? People hate on Waffle House. Waffle House is good and it's cheap. Man.
I love Waffle House.
Yeah, you know why though? Good. She wasn't following a waffle order.
Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. Hit the super chat button, guys. Thanks for all you guys hit up the Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. Thanks so much.
Hey, at least Cracker Barrel is
they changed it back. Yeah, 'cause I'm gonna drop a video about that tomorrow. So about Cracker Barrel, these knuckleheads. So
Sir, you shouldn't be doing this.
Face right here.
Sir. Yes,
Face right here, please.
But I'm scared.
Face the inside, please.
I am feeling humiliated by you guys.
We'll probably get it off the road.
You did that to yourself.
It's off the road, so.
Sir, I have a baby here. I'm so sorry.
They all have main character syndrome.
I should have paid more attention.
I already explained to you. I asked you for your driver's license and proof of insurance at least 7 times. You didn't want to provide it.
No, it's not.
I told you to put your hands on the steering wheel. You didn't do that either. I asked you 7 times. Okay.
I apologize.
And I will review everything so I get the correct count that I did everything.
Yes,
okay. Your license is expired. You don't even have a driver's license. You have a learner's license. This is a learner's license. Let me read you the back. Just listen to what I have to say. Okay. Daylight driving only after 3 months. You may drive until 10 p.m. with a 21-year-old licensed driver in the closest seat of the driver. So you don't have anybody over the age of 21 inside of the vehicle. Okay. And there's no one sitting next to you with a valid driver's license. So not only are you with an expired learner's license, you're also committing a learner's license violation.
I'm sorry. I should have paid attention better on that.
Yes, you should have.
Yes.
And all you had to do was listen to the instructions, and you wouldn't have been in this situation.
Okay, I apologize.
Okay.
Yes.
Face the
That's my
car.
fault. I apologize.
Face the car, please.
I wish I had done more orientation.
Please face.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
The car, do not turn back.
Says you want to keep the car there?
We'll keep the car there. It's off the road.
Please take my ID. I don't
She
want
can't even follow the Fifth Amendment.
Your ID is coming with me.
My passport is on
Your
the floor.
passport will come with me as well. Yes.
Okay.
Just one second. Do you mind grabbing her passport and phone, please? Is there anything else that you want to come with you at the jail?
Yes.
No, just someone. Can
I'm so sorry.
But my baby's waiting for me. Can someone make a call?
Of course she has.
Yes, we'll make a phone call. Where's your baby waiting for you?
It's in the daycare. She has asthma, so I was just going around because I need to drop off her pump.
Uh-huh. Who do you
Sir,
need to call?
I really apologize.
I got you. You're already under arrest.
It's okay.
Okay.
I know I'm wrong. I apologize.
Okay. So give us a second. She's gonna search you. We'll do this when we get to the jail.
Do you have any drugs or any needles or anything on you that will poke me?
No, I'm just a nursing student here. No, I do not.
It's just a question that is generally asked for everyone before I start patting you down.
So spread your feet for me, please.
I really apologize, sir. I always respect for your profession.
I understand.
I really apologize.
I got
got scared.
It's okay.
And I wish
You know that cop is going to be hell on wheels.
Okay.
That
Just so
beat
you know,
up.
my instructions were very clear, and I'm not here to
I
confuse
know,
anybody.
I know. You were
And
not
for you
doing
not
anything.
following the instructions,
I
that's
am
why.
wrong.
This is what happens.
I've patted you down for anything that I may have missed because when you go inside the jail, you do go through a scanner, and if there's anything that's on you, can't be charged again for contraband.
Can I ask you something? Is that gonna be on my records?
Yes.
Is that going to be on my records that I went to jail?
Yes.
Sucks for
This
you.
is just a charge.
Look at this female cop right here, guys.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Lesbians. 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 Lesbian. Lesbians. Lesbians. Lesbian. Lesbians. 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 Lesbians.
Yeah. She's like
It's not a conviction.
Like Wesley Snipes lesbian
Yeah.
version.
So you'll still be able to go to court, talk to everything, and you go from there. Yep. Do this whole.
Blah blah blah. Now, guys, check this out. Look.
Men and women can be friends without any of them catching feelings.
Most relationships between men and women aren't platonic. The only thing I would say is I would challenge any of you 3 females to call one of your best friends and tell them, listen, I'm trying to smash. See what they say.
I'll do it.
Let's do it then.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, in the week, because obviously it's summer holiday and that, do you want to go on a date?
Like a romantic,
Yeah, type beat.
is it? Do you like me in a romantic way?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Is that a yes or a no?
It's a yes.
She's being too vague.
Fine.
And that's why I say to my girl, allow it. Man, them gonna pull out the hood. Woo, 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 woo. Pull up in the yard.
Oh my God.
Woo, 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 woo.
He's right.
What are you talking about? Don't get me in there. Don't let me run the show today.
He's right. Like these chicks are so dumb. They actually think that their guy friends want to just be friends with them. These chicks are so stupid. They actually think that they're worth having as friends.
Yeah, they're not.
Absolutely insane. No female friends, guys. And he's right. Guys, Manda means like dudes or like guys in the UK. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, dudes are gonna pull up and want to smash. No way, I have guy friends and I've got guy friends and they like me for my personality. Please. And it's crazy because guys, UK B-dubs are just as ratchet and ghetto as American ones. Oh, sorry guys. Damn it. I was gonna shut this off, but guys, god damn it. Guys, I found another one. Hold on. Here we go, guys. And we gotta keep the race card out for this one.
You can't control me. Take your white on, you white dumb.
October 24th, police were dispatched to a Dollar General store after reports of a woman screaming, throwing, and spitting on an elderly couple in Broward County, Florida.
Here you go again, Florida.
Grady Judge. Grady Judge, man.
Hi. What's the problem?
About none of that.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, I'm talking to you. You're not free to go right now.
Let me purchase my item, please. Got time for that.
Okay, what do you
Out my face with that.
Okay.
Out my face with that. Ain't nobody got time for that dumb with these retarded people. Let me get a black and mild too, man. Why is you what is wrong with you, man? Hold up, let me record this because I ain't doing in this one place.
Okay.
Watch.
Oh
Yes,
my
watch this.
God.
Watch.
Yup.
I got his drip.
I watched that 2 days ago.
Look at this guy laughing.
Judd, man, is the man. I love him.
Yeah.
We got the guns.
We got the guns.
I posted this as soon as I saw it.
And that's what we're going to talk about today.
Dude, he's such a G,
Last
isn't
week
he?
He takes out a gun,
As a
right?
result-
Like a revolver right now, too, I think.
I mean, guys, he should be the next president of the United States.
He should.
Guys, I would vote for Grady Judd. This guy's the man. Guys, he could have retired like 20 years ago, but guys, he does such a good job. You know what I'm saying? And he keeps getting elected over and over and over because he's the man.
Of a grand jury indictment for first-degree murder because this team, these guys at the top, sold the drugs that killed a 65-year-old lady. I told you last week that we would be back and talk now about this wire intercept investigation that we all worked on together. And let me highlight the people that worked with us so you have an idea of the complexity and the need for cooperation in order to successfully do these investigations. We're joined today by Brandon Shealy, who's going to be speaking from FDLE, this T3 and the search warrants of the drug sales that occur. He's the tip of the spear or the head of the snake.
Good, man. Did the stuff off the streets. Hold on, there's another story.
A San Bernardino deputy locked up, accused of bribery and extortion on the job. Tonight, what the county sheriff is saying about the stunning case. Good evening. You're watching LA Live News Tonight. I'm Christine Devine.
Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Chelsea Edwards. Marla Tejas has the night off. A San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputy now
I can't hear you. Your shirt's too loud.
under arrest, accused of extortion and soliciting a bribe while on duty.
Fox 11's Gina Silva live in San Bernardino County to explain. Gina.
That's right. These are disturbing allegations against this deputy sheriff. More than a year ago, a citizen filed a complaint. The department launched an internal investigation, and detectives found that there was enough evidence to make an arrest. It's a case of bribery investigation.
He's using the badge and the file.
Messed up. Well, guys, let's go back here.
I ain't do. Now let's go. What's wrong with you, man?
Are you pregnant?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you just
Of course
touched me.
she is.
That's
I touched
assault.
your hand.
I ain't do in this place. What happened?
You need to calm down.
Okay, I'm calm. You ain't even coming here asking me what happened. You just touched me, and that I ain't doing up in here. What happened?
I don't want to taste you or slam you.
Okay.
So stop. Stop
What
walking.
happened?
Stop walking.
Okay, so what happened? What is going on? Okay, what happened? You're not telling me.
Look at this, guys. Useless.
She's useless. Yeah.
Ponytail patrol. Useless. Look at that.
What I did?
She's gonna have to wait until a male cop comes.
You're not telling me what I did. You're not telling me what I did.
Your hand. I don't want to hurt you.
You're not telling me what did I do. You're not talking to me, telling me what I did.
I don't have to right now.
Yes, you do, because I didn't do anything. You don't have. I didn't committed no criminal acts. So what did I do? You're not finna sit here and arrest me and tell me that I'm doing anything wrong. What did I do? Thank you for recording. Thank you for recording.
I don't want to take you to the ground.
So you can't do that.
So put your hands behind your back, okay?
You can't tell me and tell me what to do. I don't do.
Yeah.
They can't do. I ain't do. So what are you arresting me for? You can't put my hands behind my back because I'm pregnant.
Okay, I'll put them
Thank you. You cannot do that because I'm pregnant. So know your protocol before you get fired. And now I want to know, what did I do? Okay, what did I do?
Because this is the volume of B-dubs.
Yeah.
Guys, this is how they talk
in that.
all the time. Even when they're at home, with whatever. And guys, how many of you guys, it drives you crazy when you're in the store, whatever, and some B-dub has her friend on FaceTime on speakerphone and is talking this loud?
Yeah.
I don't even notice it because I live in an all, non B-dub area.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
That. So I'm cool.
Guys,
it's nice
and quiet. Where I live, I used to live in the DMV, man. They're everywhere, but now I barely see any B-dubs at all. You want to thank God.
Why is you taking my phone? I want to know. I have the right to know, as by law. Why am I being? I have not committed no criminal act, no crime. I was just on the video with my daughter. I was just on the visitation video. You have a child. If you have a child that's in the problem and your child going through some stuff, you'll feel the same way. I have the right to feel this way about my child. You had no legal obligation to arrest me, officer. Can't nobody tell me I don't got the right to feel this way about my child. I don't care.
Are you done?
You're not finna tell what criminal act did I do?
Are you done?
What criminal act did I do?
I'm not gonna yell over you.
What criminal act?
I'm not going to yell over you.
Go ahead, talk. You ain't asked me nothing.
I'm not gonna yell over you.
Okay, what did I do?
It's not
What did I do?
It's not gonna happen.
What criminal act did I just do? What did I do?
Let's go.
What did
Please
I do?
put
Don't
some
touch
gloves
me.
on.
Yes.
Please put some gloves on.
Handcuffs for our mouth.
Just one, it's fine.
Thank you. So I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. You can't take me to jail. I do not care. I ain't do. I don't care.
Pregnant.
Damn sure am. You can't tell me what to do. What criminal act did I have? What criminal offense did I just commit?
I already told you, I'm not gonna yell over you.
You didn't tell me what criminal offense did I get.
I'm not going to yell over you.
Why am I going to jail and I have not committed no crime?
Anyone spits on me, dude, man, shoot. I'm gonna be the one going to jail, and they're going to the hospital.
Why am I going to jail and I have cracker? I don't give a about you, cracker. You got me up, you white folks. I don't give a you, cracker. You. I don't need no seatbelt, ho.
Well, for now,
you, cracker.
I'll handcuff you to the back.
I don't give a ho. I don't need no seatbelt. I'm good. You can let me ride. You slow?
She's pregnant.
She gonna ride dirty.
Guys, I got nothing over here. Guys, I'd be the type to where if she had no seatbelt and she's talking mess, I just slam on the brakes and bam, she just hit the there was a dog. There was a squirrel.
You retarded? You dumber than
Right, I'd be like,
I don't give a
right, I'd be like, oh man, in the middle of Detroit, a deer suddenly jumped out in the road.
Cracker, you can't control me. Take your white on, you white dumb hoe. And I'm gonna talk about this at the TV show that I'm going on, dumb. Stupid.
What's that,
Let me
Maury?
go. I'm
Whose father is it? Who's the father?
But let the cops like call her all kinds of racist things, and then it'll be a whole different story. Then it was like
They'll go Hulk
it's
mode.
Like, man.
When you just yeah.
Oh, I ain't taking care of none of y'all kids.
How come?
How
come honky fell out of favor? That was always my favorite to white people.
I get it.
Honky ass cracker mofo. Come on now. That rolls right off the tongue.
It was an 80s thing, I guess. Or 70s.
Your first name?
I have not come into no crime, so I don't got to give you my name.
Okay, you're under arrest for obstruction.
Okay, bye.
She's not gonna give me her information.
That's all right. I'm going on.
So she takes her phone and she starts walking around like this. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. Now she's kicked.
I don't give a take me to the jail.
You don't stop. You're getting past
Take me to the jail. Damn, you cracker.
Okay.
Take me to the jail. Oh, and rest of you crackers. Look like she was smoking a carton of cigarettes her whole life. Oh, like.
Did she spit on you?
It wasn't on.
What, was it like an intentional?
Yeah, she spit. Well, she spit at us.
So what happened?
So we were walking by and she was going crazy. She looked it up, went and spit, and I go, "Hey, you just spit on my mouth."
So you were walking by and she was. Do you remember what she was yelling?
About her daughter.
About her daughter.
And
That's not that man. When you look up, when you look up my stuff, when you look up with my social, it's going to see that that's not me. Somebody used my name and they did that stuff. So they cannot do.
You should take her. She
Look at this guy. He's like, there wasn't even any freaking coffee left at the station. All the donuts were gone. I got to deal with this crap.
Well, they had the female cop there, so they need like 3 dudes to come.
Yeah.
Age this B-dub.
Hear and be seen. If not, you're just prolonging this. You want to get in and get out? This is just prolonging it.
Huh?
She doesn't want to go get checked.
You don't have a choice. Let's go.
Yeah, sir, I don't want to get you. I refuse. I have the right to refuse.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You're under arrest. Get out.
I refuse.
Get out, or we're going to take you out.
Sir, I don't care. That ain't my.
Why are you
They're children, guys. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Children.
making this more difficult than it needs to be? This is not good. This is not going to change anything. Okay, but you still need.
It'll take you.
I don't care. I'm not telling them. Okay. They ain't finna touch me. I'm not doing that.
I mean, all cops that have like a 98% rating or like a 99% rating, they should get 1 free tase, 1 free gut punch, and 1 free stomp.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Octavius acted up. Oh, right in the bread basket. Yeah, you guys remember? Hold on.
I couldn't be a cop. Maybe some taser deployments I'd be doing. Man, I wouldn't last a year. Officer Cox.
You guys remember?
I believe I'm supposed to be read my Miranda rights. Now,
Shut up. Yeah, but so
they don't even say anything.
That movie was cinematic brilliance.
How hard does it have to hit you in the stomach for it to basically take the life out of you? They're dragging him out.
Yeah, but so AJ, you know, you're talking about Glocktavia and the bread basket. Remember, they're always preggers, so wouldn't that be more like the kangaroo pouch?
For what? Aren't they all pro baby deletion anyways?
No, yeah, right.
Yeah, that's how they vote, right? So the cops are kind of expediting the process.
Miranda rights. Now, I
always knew they were no good.
Cavity searches long and hard. I'm talking rooter. Don't stop until you feel the backs of their teeth. Right here.
I refuse. Now stop touching me.
You are going to bring yourself to order.
Okay, and I don't care. You ain't finna. Shut the up, you fat. Nobody got time for that now.
The woman was charged with misdemeanor counts of trespassing after warning and resisting arrest without violence, in addition to 2 active warrants for criminal mischief and driving with a suspended license. 1 week later, she pleaded no contest to the charges and was ordered to pay a total of $907 in court costs and fines. If you're wondering why she wasn't charged with battery, well, your guess is as good as ours.
Because she's a woman.
Yeah.
You guys, it will escalate and she will end up in jail for a long time.
Of course.
You know, a vehicular homicide or stabbing someone, shooting someone. So, but all right, guys. Once again, Sunday, guys, we're gonna talk about World War II. Any crazy facts you guys know? Battles, theaters in the war.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Fun.
So like Kursk's. We're gonna talk about the Battle of the Bulge. We're gonna talk about Iwo Jima. We're gonna talk about any of the equipment. You guys want to talk about the Tiger, the Sherman, the Mustang, the Spitfire. You know what I'm saying? That'll be cool, guys. We're gonna stay away from the numbers game of that event happened. We're gonna stay away from that. So we can talk about like, we're not gonna. Mr. Mustache, guys, sorry, but we're not going to talk about him unless we're talking about how he influenced the military, okay? Because once again, he bungled a lot because he was a moron, and he always overrode his generals. You know what I'm saying?
There's plenty of time for everybody to watch Band of Brothers or The Pacific before the show.
Yeah. Well, guys, here.
Seriously.
I watch that show like twice a year.
There you go.
I always wind up crying. Always cry at the end. It's like that.
This is the best World War II series right here.
I need to watch The Pacific again.
Here you go. Right here.
What is that?
Go to this guy's playlist. Battlefield. Right here. Guys, I thought I knew a lot about World War II. Guys, this is the Battle of Manchuria. Did you guys know that Stalin wouldn't declare war on Japan until after the European theater was over?
Correct.
And then they did the biggest military logistical feat of all time and moved the Russian war machine all the way across Russia through Siberia to Japan, to Manchuria.
Yep.
It's crazy. And then also they have an episode called where they talk about when the Allies went up after the North Africa campaign was over, and they went up through Italy, where they called it the Germans' soft underbelly, And they talk about that. There's a Battle of Calm. All this is great stuff, guys. Check this series out, man. This is what I listen to when I have like a long, boring work project that I have to work on, So, but all right, guys, appreciate you guys. Thank you guys once again for 17K, guys. Hopefully we hit 18K before the end of September. Guys, I am trying to end the year at 20K. That would be sweet. 20K or over. I realize it's August, guys. So everyone's out doing stuff. So I think September, October, November, once people's inside, they're going to be numbers are going to go up. So yeah, guys. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. Congratulating me, and thank you. I really appreciate it.
Nice ride, man. Bye, guys.
For what it's worth, I gotta say, the car is mine, full out and outright. I don't have some, insurance company dictating me what and how much insurance I got to buy. It is mine.
Right. As it should
Congrats,
be.
Man.
As it should be.
Congrats.
All right. Thanks again, guys. Really appreciate it.
Guys. Take it easy.